Hey, K-drama fans, annyeonghaseyo, chonin, rakti li ibnida. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're jumping into another review of a hilarious show. It's Mr. Queen. I don't know where to rank this show in my top 5. I gotta find a spot for it. It's just an amazing show. It came out in 2020. It has a unique blend of historical intrigue, comedy, and heartfelt moments. We're going to explore this video. If you guys like K-drama reactions, check out Yaboyrocklee in the description of this video. Let's talk about Mr. Queen. Mr. Queen follows Jung Bong-won, a modern-day chef working at the Blue House, who suddenly finds himself transported back to the Joseon dynasty. But folks, here is the twist. He's now inhabiting the body of a queen. And we're just gonna say Mr. Queen for the duration of this video. I am not good at pronunciating names. Y'all already see that I work on my intros. I'm working on vocab. Names I haven't reached yet. But anyways, Mr. Queen is played by the talented Shin Hae-soon. The queen must navigate palace life with Bong-hwan's modern sensibilities and his male perspective. That's what adds the funny humor to the show. The drama takes us through Mr. Queen's hilarious attempts to adjust to her new life. Yes, we're just gonna stick with her new life, even though we're talking about Mr. Queen. Anyways, Mr. Queen goes from struggling with traditional court etiquette to using modern day knowledge in a historical setting. The blend of comedy and historical elements is perfectly balanced. One of the most interesting plot twists is the dynamic between Mr. Queen and the king. Initially perceived as a puppet king, the king is played by Kim Jong-hoon, and he has his own hidden depths and agenda. The romance between Mr. Queen and the king is filled with unexpected twists, which starts as humorous and a reluctant partnership, but it evolves into something deep, and there's a genuine bond between the two. As they navigate the palace politics and uncover secrets, their relationship grows stronger, offering both heartfelt and comedic moments. The political intrigue and power struggles within the court add layers of complexity to the storyline. This keeps viewers hooked. The interactions between key supporting actors like Jo Hwan-jin, the king's concubine, and Kim Byung-in, and the queen's cousin, and the bodyguard, and there's more. I'm joking. They add depth and intrigue to the plot. There's actually a lot more. I'm not going to hold you. There's a whole lot of supporting cast that do an amazing job, but let us continue. Shout out to the royal head cook. Ooh. Mr. Queen's modern day influence is one of the standout elements of the show. His unconventional approaches and contemporary mindset often lead to humorous situations and clever situations to the challenges she faces. The unique blend of the past and the present keep the storyline fresh and engaging for viewers. Adding to the drama's intrigue are the main villains, who constantly pose threats to Mr. Queen and the king. Their schemes and power plays create tension and drive the plot forward, making the triumphs of our protagonists all more satisfying. Characters like Kim Ja-gun, the power-hungry prime minister, and the scheming royal consort Jo add layers to the conflict and suspense they add. Queen Jo, that's my girl, man. I loved her. Her shocks, her surprises, the way she was conniving, the way she couldn't just see or hear what Mr. Queen was saying at face value and have to assume that it's some wicked twist that she has to counter against. Loved her. Throughout the series, Mr. Queen delivers numerous plot twists that keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Whether it's Mr. Queen using her culinary skills to win over the palace staff, or devising innovative ideas to improve the kingdom, each episode is filled with unexpected turns. The drama skillfully balances these lighter moments with intense and emotional scenes, creating a rich and varied narrative. So why was Mr. Queen so good? The drama's ability to seamlessly blend comedy, romance, and political intrigue set it apart. The clever writing, combined with stellar performances, creates a captivating and entertaining narrative. The historical setting, infused with modern humor and sensibilities, this offers a fresh and unique viewing experience. I'm going to tell you guys, very flat out, If it was any other actress that played Mr. Queen, I don't know how this would have been pulled off. See, you can't have one without the other. Amazing story, amazing actress. But I've seen this amazing actress in another drama. I won't say what it is because I just don't want to be that person. I followed her because I'm like, oh, she was so amazing. But in that particular drama, it was just, falling flat. Still, she was amazing. So I know that it's not just the amazing acting ability, it is indeed the storyline. But I'm just saying, combined, amazing. Shin Hae-sun delivers a standout performance. She brilliantly portrays the nuances of a man's soul in a woman's body. Her comedic timing and emotional depth are impeccable. Kim Jong-hyun's portrayal as the king is, my scriptwriter said, equally compelling, but I'm gonna say it's compelling. It's good. It's good. He brings charm and complexity to his character, and of course, the supporting cast, they all add a richness and depth to the story. Yo, everyone did good, but with Shin Hae-sun in the room, yeah, man, everybody else is just doing very good, and she is doing spectacular. But she is surrounded by a host of good people. The head maiden, Miss Choi, loved her. Oh, her expressions, her holding things together, very, very, very fun. Mama! Her singing, how she would cry, they would turn into a singing. You have to understand that a lot of the humor could be cringe if delivered badly, and there's not an ounce of cringe humor. The head chef, funny. Like every ounce of humor or every moment where someone tried to be funny was good. I'm gonna say about 95% of the time. 95% of the time when someone tried to deploy humor, it was phenomenal here. Mr. Queen is a delightful and heartwarming journey that offers a perfect mix of laughter, love, and intrigue. Its relatable characters, engaging plot, and top-notch performances, it make it a must-watch. If you haven't seen it yet, you're in for an unforgettable experience. I highly recommend Mr. Queen. It is not just one of the funniest K-dramas, it's one of the funniest shows. When I say it's a top show, I don't rate it just against K-dramas, I rate it against like shows, like all the shows, man. It's good, it's funny. If you're new to K-dramas and you don't like Mr. Queen, I don't know what to tell you. And the only thing I can say why someone wouldn't like Mr. Queen is the Mr. and the Queen. It doesn't have a particular agenda. It's not trying to deliver some type of political message. It deploys it, and you just have to accept it or not. But it's done in such a tactful way of the Mr. and the Queen, and the scenarios that they find themselves into are completely understandable without necessarily having to explain to you why you should accept this storyline. And I actually want to just talk about that. I feel like that is, now I'm going to get political, the con that a lot of people have. I'm not speaking necessarily for myself, just speaking just for what I hear in the world. If you can depict things and show it and not tell it, you know? And then people will open their minds and just accept the situation and be forward. But sometimes I feel like a lot of modern directors and editor, you don't have to worry about inputting clips. I didn't want to make your life difficult. Anyways, a lot of directors don't know how to get this message in, or it's just some writer who just wants to throw it in the middle without any tact or creativity. So anyways, you can just put whatever you want out there and just show it. And then people are going to be fine with it. It's when you can't show it properly or you don't have the effective ability to show it, so you just drive in talking to people, and it's like, what are you talking? Wait a second. There is a movie, it's called My Fat Greek Wedding. I think that's what it's called. And it was talking about men may think they're the head, but women are the neck that turns the head. Be the neck on this woman or on this head. You just turn the head. The head doesn't have to know that the neck has a mind of its own and just turn this head. You just do it. You just do it. So I think Western culture can learn a lot from the delivery of shows like Mr. Queen, because I believe if it was done by Western culture, they would have butchered it and it would have been polarizing when it didn't need to be, in my humble opinion. And I know that's a controversial take, but I love Mr. Queen and I would recommend it on anybody. And I just happened to think, because there's some things I had to wrestle with, because I was like, I love her personality, and one of my friends is like, you mean his? Because that's him. That's why this person acts like that. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna complicate it. I'm not gonna freaking complicate it. You know. So that's my 2 cents. I'm out, guys.